Sometimes people ask, how can slavery still be painful now? And it's really funny. I went to Senegal like in December, January, and I went to Gorée Island. It's kind of like a smaller version of this. It's where the first Africans were taken by the Portuguese, not Ghana. And I was filming there like I'm now, and I burst out crying. And I don't know what happened. It was just really painful. And then today I went upstairs and I was trying to take part, and I couldn't. And the tears were there; they wouldn't come out. And there's a part of me that wants to force it out, so it's just over and done with, rather than bottle it in and I'll be crying in the middle of the night. But it's not there, and that's how it is. And so people ask, how can it still be painful? Can you imagine losing a child? Can you imagine having a miscarriage, your first ever pregnancy? How long does it take to get over that? I lost my father 12 years ago. What am I supposed to just get over it? It can still be painful because we're humans and we're emotional creatures. We are emotional beings. And it doesn't mean that we have to wallow in the past, but it means that we have to acknowledge the past. When somebody goes through any kind of trauma, it takes time to heal. And because we don't actually understand the level of depth of that trauma, African people haven't healed yet. We haven't healed. We're still chasing and mimicking and dealing with the people that actually cause that pain without understanding why the pain still exists. So when people ask me, how can we still feel the pain even though it happened so long ago? It didn't happen long ago. It happened yesterday. Just need to go into the hospitals in Africa and see the people dying from preventable diseases, and you know it's still happening today. I believe that we owe our ancestors better than what we're doing now. I believe that when they came through this door of no return, and those families left behind with their loved ones shipped away to faraway lands, they expected us to do better than we're doing now. I think that we all have a responsibility to fix Africa and to fix wherever it is that African people are living in the world. I think that we owe them a debt that we don't even understand what we owe them. And by not living up to that responsibility, we're disgracing not just them, but ourselves. The debt is immeasurable. When you look out there at that ocean, there were millions of Africans who were shipped. When you look out there, and if you could go down, you would see their skeletons, their bones. They haven't had burials. And it's like we've forgotten them. You cannot murder millions of people, millions of African people, and forget them. We owe our ancestors a serious debt. And it's not to say that we can't enjoy life and we can't smile, and we can't have fun and we can't love, but it also means we have to work. And we have to work for a better purpose than just earning some money. You know, we look at what's happening in Europe now. Look what's happening in America now. And the whole economic system, which they use, which they created on the back of our blood, is falling to pieces. So it's almost as if our ancestors died for vain, because everything they built from our blood is crumbling. Their parliament crumbling, their wealth crumbling, their churches, their everything crumbling, and yet we Africans are still running, trying to be them, trying to copy them. It's like a scar. That clown of Prime Minister Tony Blair said that Africa was a scar on the conscience of the world. He didn't talk about how the scar was made. It was made by Britain. It was made by Europeans. It was made by the Euro-Americans. We have a responsibility, and we owe our ancestors much better than we're doing now. There's too few people doing the work.